In a surprising turn of events, Tasmanian lawmakers are set to receive a significant pay increase of 22%, despite the government's objections. This decision came after members of the upper house voted in favor of a ruling from Tasmania's Industrial Commission, which had determined that the base salary for MPs should rise from $140,185 to $171,527. While this increase is substantial, it's important to note that Tasmanian MPs will still have the lowest base salary compared to their counterparts across Australia. They will be just behind New South Wales, which offers $172,576, Western Australia at $173,393, and the Northern Territory at $175,000. In terms of specific figures, Premier Jeremy Rockliff will see his salary jump to nearly $369,000, marking an increase of almost $68,000. Meanwhile, other ministers will receive a base salary of $291,597. Interestingly, Mr. Rockliff has stated that he will personally decline the full 22% increase, opting instead for a modest 3% raise that aligns with the recent offer made to public sector employees. The Premier had initially attempted to prevent this pay rise, arguing that the decision was out of step with community expectations. However, his efforts were thwarted when the upper house rejected the government's motion to block the salary increase. This motion failed with a vote of 4-10, as members from the Labour Party and all 8 independents chose to support the Industrial Commission's recommendation. As a result of this vote, the pay increase will automatically take effect and will be retroactively applied from July 1st. In defense of the pay rise, Labour's Sarah Lovell emphasized that the determination of MPs' salaries should be left to an independent body, stating, "It's not good for democracy for members of Parliament to have any say in their own pay." She expressed her belief that the decision aligns with what the community expects. After thorough discussions with members from various political parties, including independents, Labour decided against supporting the disallowance of the pay rise. Independent MP Beck Thomas echoed this sentiment, arguing that the decision should rest with an impartial authority. She highlighted the potential public outrage if other public servants had experienced a pay freeze for such an extended period, saying, "Imagine the outrage if nurses, public servants, paramedics, police officers, or construction workers were denied a salary increase for 7 years. There would be strikes and public outrage and media outrage in support of those workers." Furthermore, Meg Webb suggested that politicians who are uncomfortable with the pay increase could choose to reimburse the state or donate the additional funds to charity. She remarked, "This is not a decision that should be based on whether or not you personally want or need a pay rise. We have a responsibility to lift our consideration of this above the personal. This decision is about a very clear principle we expect for all Tasmanians: fair pay with fairly assessed annual increases." Ruth Forrest added that the issue of MP salaries is political dynamite and that politicians should not have a role in determining their own pay. She expressed disappointment at the current situation, stating, "We should not be able to amend or reject the umpire's decision, and that's what we're being asked to do. And that's wrong. It's inappropriate." During the debate in the upper house, Government Minister Kerry Vincent reiterated the government's commitment to responsible fiscal stewardship and pointed out that they had recently offered a 3% annual pay increase to state employees. He acknowledged that the existing process for determining salaries and allowances was not functioning effectively and called for an alternative system that would relieve parliamentarians of the responsibility to accept or reject such determinations. Interestingly, the Greens, who voted against the pay rise, also recognized the need for systemic change. Greens leader Rosalie Woodruff stated, "Work has to be done to ensure we're not in the same situation again. The government needs to work across the Parliament to resolve this in a sustainable way moving forward." This situation raises important questions about the relationship between public service salaries and community expectations. Should politicians have a say in their own pay? What measures can be taken to ensure fairness and transparency in the compensation of public officials? We invite you to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below.